Good afternoon, children. Today we are going to see Unit 2, Prose 2. The title of the prose is When the Trees Walked, written by Ruskin Bond. Children, have you seen the trees walking? It is something mysterious, isn't it, children? When the Trees Walked is a story written by Ruskin Bond. This story is about how the author's grandfather was very much interested in planting a number of trees. He teaches many lessons to the author about why trees should be planted. Trees are a part of nature and they actually play a major role in the cycle of life or the earth. So, the author's grandfather, along with the author, plants as many trees. So, children, it is our duty also to plant many trees, especially around our house. Now, let us see about the author. These are the books he has written, children. Ruskin Bond was born in Himachal Pradesh on 19th May 1934. As a young man, he spent 4 years in the Channel Islands and London. He returned to India in 1955. He was a famous contemporary Indian writer. Since then, he has written a number of novels, essays, poems, and children's books. He has also written over 500 short stories and articles that have appeared in magazines. Ruskin Bond's first novel was The Room on the Roof, written when he was 17 and received the John Llewellyn Rhys Memorial Prize in 1957. Not only books, many novels and the short stories. From his short stories, people have adapted to the movies. Filmmaker Vishal had adapted 2 of Ruskin Bond's stories for his movies Cone Moth and The Blue Umbrella. Notable works are Trees Still Grow in Degra, A Flight of Pigeons, The Blue Umbrella. So children, here you can see in this picture they have adapted the story in the movies. He received the Satya Academy Award in 1992, the Padma Shri in 1999 and the Padma Bhushan in 2014. These are the awards he has received. And you know that he is an Indian writer. He is from India. So dear children, now we can see the story how it is going about, and it is teaching you to plant many more trees. One morning, while I was sitting beside grandfather on the veranda steps, I noticed the tendril of a creeping vine trailing nearby. As we sat there in the soft sunshine of a North Indian winter, I saw the tendril moving slowly towards grandfather. 20 minutes later, it had crossed the step and was touching his feet. There is probably a scientific explanation for the plant's behavior. Sometimes to do with light and warmth perhaps, but I like to think it moved across the steps simply because it wanted to be near grandfather. One always felt drawing close to him. Sometimes, when I sat myself beneath a tree, I would feel rather lonely, but as soon as grandfather joined me, the garden became a happy place. You see, children, look at the picture. The garden is very happy by blooming many flowers. Grandfather had served many years in the Indian Forest Service, and it was natural that he should know trees and like them. On his retirement, he built a bungalow on the outskirts of Degaran, planting trees all around. Lime, mango, lime trees, mango trees, orange, guava, also eucalyptus, jacaranda, and Persian lilacs. In the fertile Doon Valley, plants and trees grew tall and strong. Fertile means able to produce a lot of plants and crops. There were other trees in the compound before the house was built, including an old peepal that had forced its way through the walls of an abandoned outhouse, knocking the bricks down with its vigorous growth. Abandoned means left without care. Vigorous means healthy and strong. Pupil trees are great show offs. Even when there is no breeze, their broad chested, slim waisted leaves will spin like top, determined to attract your attention and invite you into the shade. Grandmother had wanted the pupil tree cut down, but grandfather had said, "Let it be." We can always build another outhouse. So grandfather didn't want to cut down the trees. He said we can build another house, but let it be the tree. Grandmother didn't mind trees, but she preferred growing flowers and was constantly ordering catalogs and seeds. Grandfather helped her out with the gardening not because he was crazy about flower gardens but because he liked watching butterflies, and there's only one way to attract butterflies. he said, and that is to grow flowers for them. When there are many flowers in the garden, we can see many butterflies too, because they come to drink the honey. They come to suck the honey from the flowers. So he liked to see the butterflies coming to the garden to take the honey from the flowers. So dear children, in this section 1 we have learned to grow many trees and like many trees.